Hey, beautiful Beauty Besties. Call here. Happy launch day, my friends. Happy launch day. Today we are launching my brand new collection for the Gemstone Orphanage. I'm so excited. I've literally been waiting since the first day I started making jewelry for something like this. So super fab. Before we get into all the housekeeping and then before we show the goods, we got to bring in a card. So let's go ahead and pick a card. I feel like you guys are a little bit close down here, but that's okay because we're going to look at all the good beads. All right. Let's go ahead and close our box. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else enjoys that, but I enjoy it. All right. Today's card. Chop your own wood and it'll warm you twice. Yeah. Yep. That's a good one. That's a think about it, my friends. Think about it. All right. So today we are bringing our Gemstone Orphanage collection. This was a collaborative effort between myself and Miss Debbie Caldwell, who is one of the owners at Homestrung Jewelry. Homestrung Jewelry brings us the Gemstone Orphanage. If you're new to the Gemstone Orphanage, welcome. It's an amazing place. They used to have a subscription box. They no longer have a subscription box, but they still do have boxes. There is a box being reserved now for April that is over there. You can go ahead and reserve that. Today we'll be unboxing my collection. So what Gemstone Orphanage is basically you adopt an orphan gemstone, right? It's just a beautiful, nice pendant, different shapes, all different kinds of gemstones. And then you have the option of purchasing a dress-up bag. So if you go, that's usually how our auctions work. If you bid on the gemstone and then you get the option to purchase the dress-up bag. It also works like that in our Naked Baby program. So basically what that is you buy your Gemstone Orphan and then you have the option to purchase the dress-up bag. So when you go onto the Gemstone Orphanage website, which I will put all of the links to the things inside the box. I don't have a link yet for the collection because Steve hasn't created it because it technically hasn't. This is Friday, so I'm a little time traveling here. So technically it has not been dropped yet. So, but I will leave you a link to the Gemstone Orphanage website. And what you want to do when you get over there is you will see a little tab with some lines over here in the left-hand side. And you will hit that and you will go down and you can select Naked Babies. It's Naked, Nekkid, Naked Babies. And then when you click that, it should take you to my collection. If not, then I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to be. If not, just play around with that little side toolbar. You will also find an Adopt-a-Box thing, which I'm so happy to tell you guys, if you don't want to purchase this collection, and you don't have to, you can if you want to add some extras. There will be some extras in the Adopt-a-Box. You can go ahead and throw in some extras in your box. You don't have to buy the Orphan. And a lot of those are 25% off, guys. And I have been given a 10% off code, my friends. So Colleen, Colleen 10 will save you 10% off of anything in my collection, and it will also save you 10% off the Adopt-a-Box format. So guys, we're talking some big savings here because you can combine them to get yourself a sweet little 35% off discount over there. So yeah. All right, so let's talk about the price point on this box. So the Gemstone Orphan in this box is $34.95. And if you buy the gemstone, you will have the option to purchase the dress-up bag, which is $15. Guys, this dress-up bag is worth about $92. We don't want to just sell the dress-up bag without the Orphan because that's really not fair. So we have exactly enough Orphans and then exactly enough dress-up bags that if you purchase an Orphan, you do have the option to purchase the dress-up bag, which I would recommend. We're going to get into it. You're going to see everything that is in it. Guys, this is like a petite subscription box. There is a lot in here. I did not look, of course, at the contents, but Debbie did send me a content sheet list, so I have gone over the contents, and there's a bunch of stuff in here, guys. We even have bindings. All right, so I know I've talked long enough. Let's bring the bag in. Full disclosure, I did open her first because there was some aquamarine in here that I had to fish out. So and this one does come with adoption papers. So here's your adoption paper. Your stone will come with an adoption paper. Your stone will be registered into the Gemstone Orphanage databank. All kinds of super cool stuff that we will get into. So let's just, without further ado, because I know I've just talked you all to death, we are going to bring out the bags. And I do also have, I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek here. This is what I'm talking. This is just an example of things that are not in the bag, but can be purchased as extras. Over in the Adopt-A-Box, we have some beautiful butterflies. We have some gorgeous little pear-shaped crystals. There's some rondelle crystals in here. There's some little seed beads. This is just a sampling of things that will be available over in the extra. So guys, if you decide that you want to buy the Naked Baby and you want to buy the dress-up bag and you want to get some of the extras, you can make this a whole premium box if you want. You know, I don't see anything stopping you. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, guys, you ready? All right, here we go. So like I said, it's a lot more than just a dress-up bag. We also have a findings bag. Here is our bead bag. Oh boy, and here is our Gemstone Orphan. So guys, I'm so excited. This is my collection. All right, let me just put this to the side real quick and let's bring in our paperwork. And I do want to show you, and this will kind of give away the theme, not that the little colors haven't, but we are doing a very kind of like tropical, listen, when we first started putting this collection together, I had wanted to do rainbow jasper. And we were going to do the rainbow jasper. And then we started thinking about it. Debbie showed me a lot of these bright green colors. And I was just like, wow, this is going to come out in March. So it's kind of like the ending, like the doldrums of winter. We're kind of breaking, we're defrosting a little bit, right? And I thought, wow, what a better time than to have a vibrant, bright, tropical like collection than right now to kind of like, you know, get us ready for warmer weather ahead and just so much fun, right? Let's break away from the winter palettes and all of that, and let's do something fun and vibrant. And Debbie, and I guess also because it's March, guys, and we have a lot of green, we also kind of did a little bit of a St. Patrick's Day little goodies in here as well, which is only fitting because my name is Colleen, which is definitely Irish. All right, my friends, enough about me. This is the list. I'm going to put it sideways. This is an absolute beast of a list. That's just the beads, and then on the back is the list of your findings. So let's read what this says. And guys, my box is all about Dragonvein agate. So a Dragonvein agate orphan is as magical and mysterious as the creatures for which it was named. Throughout history and in many cultures, dragons were believed to represent power, protection, wisdom, and good fortune. Dragonvein agate is believed to stimulate creativity and provide inspiration, encouraging individuals to explore new ideas and perspectives. Guys, tell me how fitting this is, right? This is us. This is us here. I'll read the back when we get into the findings. So let me bring out our adoption certificate. And it also has a lot of information. You will get, this is, I believe, the important stuff. So you will get a really important stuff breakdown sheet that will tell you how to care for your orphan, all kinds of things. Little training guide. I don't know if you need that, but so let's take a look at what our orphan looks like. And there she is, guys. Look how gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This is Dragonvein agate. Our main colors are going to be orange, green, and yellow. I'm not sure if everybody's is going to be the oval, and I'm also not sure if you guys have the option to go over there and pick one out. I don't think you do. And I think everyone is going to be the same shape, but don't quote me on that. So here are the primary attributes of our Gemstone Orphan is. This is a stone of mystery and truth. It symbolizes the dragon and contains energies and attributes of the magnificent creature. And my friends, we are nothing but magnificent over here, okay? It just gives you this whole breakdown, tells you dragons are considered lucky, so your stone might help to avert many of life's storms and protect you from danger and also bring prosperity. Amazing things here. So let's go and look at our beautiful stone. Let's take a look. And I believe they will be named. Most of these stones will be named, I think. I think I did see a name on the paper. I was so excited to see what it looked like that I didn't look at the name. So we might go back to that. Oh, there's the name card in here. So the name of our little guy today is Ayana, is of Portuguese origins and means protector. Yes. Are you ready for this, my friends? I might cry a little. Oh my goodness. Look how gorgeous. Oh, that color. Oh my goodness. And the back is beautiful too. Wow, this is gorgeous, guys. So this is the stone that you will be buying for $34.95. So pretty. Wow, look at all those veining, and I love that it has a lot of super bright orange in it. That's just gorgeous. So smooth, very polished. Wow. Okay, this is starting out amazing. All right. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to spill stuff out, and we can just take a little quickie looky, and then I will pause this video, and then I will make sense of the chaos. My friends, look at these. Are you seeing these colors? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at the colors. Look at these crystals. Oh, okay. All right. So here we go. This is the bead portion, and I will get all this together and be right back. Okay, friends, and we're back. Of course, I had to have a moment with the beads because this is the first time I've had them in my hands. This collection is amazing. Guys, we have 25 things to look at, and this is just in the bead portion. So let's start out with selections 1, 2, and 3, which are, oh, look how beautiful. These guys are green, red, and orange agate, and you get 3 different sizes here. So this will be really great to do some size gradient designs, things like that. Just, keep them all together. You can, just do so many things when you have the same bead just in different sizes. So that's so cool. So for the 8mm, you get 20 beads. For the 6mm, you get 25 beads. And for the 4mm, you get 35 beads. So let's look at these real quick up close. Look at all of that gorgeous. Look at this guy. Oops, sorry, there you are. So pretty. You got a lot of this orange and green mixed in the one bead. We have a lot of those. We have some that are, oh, that one's pretty. We have some that are mostly green. We have some that are even a little clear or a little bit mostly orange. And then you will see the same in both of these. Just look, some of these small ones are just really, really pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And look how stinking great that they match our Orphan. So let's create a little protective bond around Ayana. There she is. Look how gorgeous. Okay, my friends, look at these. So these are green, red, orange. So the same as those, but these are the rice. These are the agate rice. These are 12 by 8, and you get 5 of these. And a bobo hair. Look how amazing those are. They're like little, oh, look at that one. Just like little glossy jelly beans. They're so perfect. Guys, there are going to be some selections that just have maybe a couple of beads because it was really important to me. I don't know, let it go, Carl. It was really important to me because there are some really gorgeous gemstones that I had to pick from, and it was really hard for me to pick from them. I was like, oh my God, but I want this, 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 and this. So a way that we found a solution around that is just to give us like a sampling of those, enough of those to make a beautiful project. So this way we get more beads and we have more selection of colors. That was just my thought process. So next we're going to look at, these are some beautiful, gorgeous, look at those star cut rounds again in that green, orange, red mix. These are 10mm and you get 5. Really, really pretty. Really pretty colors. Look how gorgeous this are you not feeling tropical vibes here? I mean, I am. Okay, So next, oh, these are one of my favorite things in the box, guys. We have some carved melons. Well, we're calling them carved rondelles on the sheet, but these are little baby melons. Look at those melons. Nice melons, lady. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to do it. That's what she said. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. But look at these melons. Those are so pretty. So you have these are green aventurine. Then we have some, this is a red aventurine, and then this is yellow jade. So this is a mixed gemstone here. I mean, they're not mixed gemstones. It's just 3 different gemstones here. So pretty. And again, absolutely magical with this palette. Oh. Next we have some cubes, guys, and I had to have the cubes. I had to have the cubes. I insisted on these cubes because I don't know if you can see just how gorgeous they are. So these are green quartz, and these are 7mm, and you get 5. And I just thought, yes, to me they just look like beautiful little emeralds. Just this color green is phenomenal. It's very saturated green, and it's a little bit brighter than some of these greens, which is perfect. Next we're going to have some little hearts, because it wouldn't be your girl if we didn't have hearts. So these are drilled from up and down. These are green Malaysian jade hearts. So pretty. 12mm, you get 2 of these. And what I love about a lot of these, some of these have some veining. We have some ovals coming up that are also going to have veining. It's not as pronounced as the veining in here. It's very slight veining, but I kind of thought it really matched with that. I think they're coming up next. Let's see. Yes, green quartz flat ovals. These to me have some very beautiful, oh, look how pretty they are. Sorry, there was a piece of metal in my cup. Look at that color. They're so flat and smooth. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Flat and smooth, and they have like some very subtle veining. So I thought that would go really, really well. These are 18 by 13, and you get 3 of those. Loving those so much. Perfect. All right, next we have a second focal, because there's enough beads in this collection that we can have 2 focals. Look at her. This is a green banded agate heart pendant with veil, 23 by 21. You get 1. And that's one side. And guys, there is no front or back. She's the same on both, so you can pick which side you like better. That's really pretty. Look at all of this banding in here. Just like a little universe in there, isn't it? Oh, it's so cool. Love her. There we go. And next we're going to bring in some of our little bit of warmer colors, right? We've gone I think our main color is kind of green. So now we're going to move into some of our oranges, guys. Look at how juicy these bamboo are. Now, if you've been a subscriber with the Gemstone Orphanage, we had these in one of the subscription boxes, and I don't remember which one. I remember the stuff that was in the box, but I just don't remember what month it was. But when Miss Debbie said she had some of these left, I was like, can you please put these in the box? Because these are just so beautiful. This is carnelian bamboo, and this is like, it's not listed as A grade, but this is A grade, I think. These are 12 by 8, and you get 5. So now we're going to start to bring in some of our warmer tones. And we have some more carnelian in the form of rondelles, and these are faceted. Those are really juicy too. Such a beautiful, beautiful orange. Some of them are more translucent, like that one. And then this one's pretty opaque. This one's pretty opaque, but like that one kind of glows. So with these are faceted rondelles. These are an 8 by 5. And again, you get 5. Like I said, guys, you get a couple little small quantities of these, but certainly enough to play around and make some gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. Next, okay, so the cubes, and there was one other thing. There was these coins, and they are citrine faceted coins, 10mm. Guys, you know my color is not yellow, but when I saw these, I had to have them for this box. They are the most gorgeous. Look at that. Like little let me turn them over. This one's got like little, it's like a little world in there. Oh, they're so pretty. Let's put them on the dish, Kyle. Put them on the dish. Gently. Don't slap them down. Look at that gorgeous color. I mean, they're so glowy. Oh my goodness. Love them. You get 2 of those. Those are precious, my friends. Very precious. Okay. Let's just take a second. Look at all this. All right. So next we are going to bring in our yellow agate chips. And you get a half a strand of these guys. Look how pretty this yellow agate. Would look really pretty with these citrines. They're about the same color. Very similar. Like a nice cool yellow. Bright, well, I guess I don't know if cool is the word, because yellow is a bright, warm color, but it's not like honey yellow, right? It's like a brighter, sunshiny yellow. But this kind of has all different shades of yellow. You've got a little bit of honey yellow. You've got some of this really like milky, very opaque color. And then you have some bright, sunshiny yellow. Those are so pretty. Look how it's just all bringing this, all coming in together. All right, what is next? Next, we have some shell pearls in a mixed color. Guys, these are A grade, 8 millimeters. You get 15. Look how gorgeous this color mix is. So you have this really pretty, like a rose gold color. Then you have this very champagne-ish color. And then this is more of like an olive green. And then you have this coppery color. So, wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me put these in the dish, too. Look at those colors. Just in time for Pearls Are for Girls month. Or Pearls for Girls. That's what it is. Pearls for Girls. These are definitely pearls for girls. They're pearls for your girl anyway. It's so beautiful. Oh, sorry. Okay. Next, we're going to look at some crystal discs. Y'all know about the discs. Look at these discs. And Miss Debbie popped some really, really pretty, colorful beads in there, guys. Let's give a moment of silence for Miss Debbie. She strings all of these. She strings all of these together. She's amazing. She is like a one-woman show. So these are crystal discs A grade with AB green Miyuki spacers. And these are an 8x6, and you get 20 of them. And you get the good Miyukis in there. Just so pretty. I love that she picked these little Miyukis to go with this. That color is so, the combination, right on, right on. Look at that. All right, we are now into our crystal portion. So let's pay homage to the gemstones here. Look at all these flipping gemstones. Guys, this bag is $15. You have to get this guy. $15. Are you kidding me? This whole collection, if you were to get this and the whole bag, is $50. This is the bag alone is a $92 value. I'm not a salesperson. I'm just saying that's a really good deal. All right, so after these we have crystal cubes. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is also a full strand. Look at these colors. Look how beautiful. So you get a full strand. These are A grade, 2.5 millimeters. There's about 170 beads on this strand, guys. It's a nice long strand. And those are the colors. Those are our oranges and our greens and our reds and our yellows. We have some of those creamy colors in there. Just perfect. Just perfect. Okay, so now we are going to bring in another strand. These are our crystal gradient. Guys, this is so special. Look at look. You get all the colors. These are crystal gradient rondelles, multicolor full strand. These are a 4.5 to a 3.5 millimeter. You get approximately 120. So it's like your little ombre here. You start out with your darker green, and then you go into your lighter greens. And then we start getting into that yellow, right? So some of these greens are a little bit yellow. Then we start getting into that like light salmon-y orange. And then it gradually goes into a little bit of a brighter orange. It's not a very bright orange. It is absolutely perfect for this palette. All right, let me bring in a couple of these dishes a little bit closer because they all have little itty bitty crystals in them, and I don't want to knock any out. That would be tragic. All right, guys, this one's going to throw some of you guys. Because, look, we've got some triangles. I know you guys love your triangles. I hear you in the comment section. So look what we did. We gave you some triangles. Love them. And I'm going to use them, all of them. These are light green faceted crystal triangles. These are a 6x5. And you get 35. And that's just a beautiful, look at the faceting on those. Those are just gorgeous. Love that green color. Put our little crystals in there. Try not to lose any. We got some little itty bitties that I might combine in one. I don't know. All right, next we have some columns. These are so pretty. Again, and some beautiful light green. These are 7x6, and you get 10 of them. And they do have that AB finish, which I've heard recently. The AB stands for absolutely. So that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those little stunners. Love them. Let's give them a little home over here. All right, next we got some little guys, my friends. Look how beautiful these are. Do you see that shimmer? It kind of does that AB plating, changes color. That's so cool. These are green pearl luster star cut A grade. You get 25 of these, and they are a 4x3. So they're little itty bits, but they are an A grade. Look at those precision. The holes are beautiful. So you could use these in some bead weaving if you wanted as like a little accent crystal. These are really nice crystals. Really nice holes to them and everything. No jagged edges. I'm going to keep these in the little dish because I don't want to lose any. They are precious. I'm probably going to combine them with some other crystals coming up. So next we have another little shot of yellow. Again, you could use these in some bead weaving if you wanted to do some of that. These are these are the pearl luster yellow twisted bugle beads. These are a 6x2, and you get 50 of them, and they're just this really pretty buttery yellow. That's the perfect word to describe them, buttery yellow. They look like little bricks of butter. They're very pretty, very bright, and they add a lot to this palette. But I'm going to put these in here too, I think. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I want to be able to see everything. And next we have, these are orange pearl luster. So these are like the green ones, but these are in the orange pearl. These are the star cut A grade crystals. You get 25 of them, just like the green ones. Look at that. Look at that color shift with that AB plating. That is just fun. And that's going to look really good. Guys, I'm going to put these together. That's going to look really good with those extras. Where did I put those extras? I'll find them. And then finally, guys, we have a crystal bicone and an AB light yellow. And this is a 4mm. And you get 25 of these. And that's just a very pale yellow. Very pretty. So yeah, guys, here are the beads. Here are the beads everywhere. What do you guys think? Do you love the bead collection? I'm sorry, I'm talking like a 7-year-old. I apologize. I'm just really excited. Okay, so let me pause it, and I'm going to be right back with, we do have some components. It's not a huge bag of components, guys, but this also comes with a dress-up bag. So let's check this out in a second. All right, my friends, and we are back. So this is the binding section, and let's just read the back of this to continue our story from the front. So, in Chinese folklore, dragons were widely considered friends to humanity, whose role was to both educate humans on how to survive in the world and to protect them from natural disasters. Chinese emperors were said to have descended from dragons, and thus had dragon blood in their veins. Your Gemstone Orphan is excited to share her magic with you. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Okay, my friends, so let's start off with first, and guys, this is just a smaller selection than what you would find in the actual, the large premium subscription box, but it's a lot more than what's in the dress-up bag. So first we're going to look at a pendant. Look how pretty. So this is a CZ platinum plated brass. This is a 20x8. You get one of them, and it has this loop that you can just slide right on, right? Kind of slick. You can just slide that on somewhere. It can be just simple on a piece of chain. It could, you know, you could put it with some other beads here. It just a nice little accent. And this is where it's going to start getting fun now, my friends, because we are bringing in St. Patrick's Day. We're bringing a little Luck of the Irish here. We've got some charms. There's the back side. There's the front side. So these are enamel plated clover charms. These are 19 by 13, and you get 6 of them. And I just think they're really, really cool. And you could definitely, because of the green palette and just, you know, you could definitely make some really cute. You could just do some simple earrings here with our little heart, right? Maybe do a little wire wrap fun here. Give yourself a little pair of shamrock earrings. I love that. And speaking of earrings, we have 2 selections of ear wires, and I love Debbie always puts in the most unique ear wires in all of the collections. So first we have these hooks. If you can see this, has this rhinestone little accent there, and that is a hook, French hook, and then you would put your beadwork here, and I guess you would close those little holes, I think, because otherwise your stuff would fall off. So I imagine you can just close those. Those are a non-tarnish, I'm sorry, those are those are cubic zirconian, my friends. CZ ear hooks with platinum plated brass. Say that 5 times. Platinum plated brass. Yes. 14 by 9, you get 1 pair. And then these are the non-tarnished stainless steel rhombus. Is that what they were saying? Rhombus. Okay, I added a little extra there. These are the rhombus. These are pretty cool. They're like a little wavy. And if you can see down here, they have a little hole there where you can attach your beadwork, and they are a post. And they do come with the butterfly backing. So those are super cool for our earrings. So I think that would look really pretty with like this and the shamrock. That'd be really nice. There you go, my friends. All right, next we have a super fancy veil. Look at her. It's a little crown with like, I was like the kind of like the Claudia crown with the emerald, and look at, oh, just the details. So pretty, so pretty. This is a CZ Pave pinch veil that is heavily platinum plated. So that plating will last a long, long time. Of course, you can see there is where you would slide whatever you need to slide this on. And then this is the bail where you would open this up and you would attach your gemstone to that, and then you could slide that right onto some fancy beadwork. You don't have to use this. You could use it with the heart. You could take this bail off and replace it with this bail, and that would be really, really pretty. And I think I might do that. I think I might replace the bail on this one with this bail. I think that would be great. And then you could put your fancy shamrock earrings in there too, and it would all match. I love that idea. I think we're going to do that, my friends. Because of the heart there, and there's a heart. That's what we're going to do. I've already decided. Okay, so next we're going to look at a toggle class section. Ooh, these are so pretty. These are like, do you see all the little rhinestone accents? Oh, they're so sweet. So here we have a CZ heart toggle clasp, platinum plated. And we also have a CZ hook clasp, long-lasting platinum plated. Yeah, and you get a pair of each. And they're just very beautiful, very simple. This is a hook design. So pretty. I love those. And I love that we're doing antique silver, right? Because I don't love the bright silver. I like the antique silver. I think it's really, really nice. All right, we are going to now look at a really fancy connector here that we could also maybe integrate into that design we were talking about. So this is a metal, this is a green crystal platinum plated flower link, 22 by 17. You get 1 of these. You could use it multiple ways, right? You could maybe, I don't know if you can maybe fit 2 small jump rings, because you could do a jump ring with maybe some chain and then another jump ring, but that's kind of a small loop. I don't know if I would do that. I'm thinking more I would probably use it this way as a connector. We could use this with this. We could just do a fancy like wrap here, and that could be our friend. We'll see. We'll put them together because they look really pretty together over here. All right, guys, now we have some spacers. You know, I love a good spacer. We actually have 2 spacer selections. So first we have these little, these are antique silver flower spacers. These are an 8x2. You get 25. So you get a whole bunch of these spacers. And they're cute. They're cool when you stack them up, and they kind of have this like, you might, like if you have bigger beads, you won't be able to see the flower detail, but you'll see all this kind of cool detail. And then when you stack them up, they just look pretty decent. Like, I don't have an eye pin over here. Let me hold them between my fingers. Kind of like this, like a little stack them up. Right? Just a cool little textural element there. Little textural element. So now we have little barrel spacers. Look how pretty those are. They're a little bit brighter silver, but that's okay. It gives us a little pop of brightness. So these are they say antique silver, but they look just a little bit brighter than these. Not a lot, just a little bit. And we get, these are the carved barrels. These are 5x5, and we get 15 of those. So that is a lovely, generous amount. Now we have some chain here, and this is some really pretty nice, like a fine chain. I get this Figaro chain. There we go. It's real pretty links. It's that mother and son link. I think that's what they call it, but it's a Figaro link. So you get, how much of this do we get? 36 inches, my friend. That is a whole bunch of chain. All right, my friends, this is some fun stuff here. So you get these two ribbon end findings. Oh, those are cool. They have like this little basket weave pattern on there. I never saw those before. All mine are usually either plain or they have like the dotted texture. That's really cool. But my friends, look at this leather. So these ends are, so they should fit right over this leather. Debbie is always really good at providing us with, you know, with cool leather and things, cool stringing products. But she's also really good about giving us findings to help us use those. My friends, look at this leather. It's printed on both sides. You cannot lose. So this is the orange snakeskin flat leather. This is a 10x2. You get 15 inches. So pretty. Yeah, and you could put these on. You can make this the back end of a necklace. You could just make a bracelet. That's probably what I'll do. You could put it in maybe we'll do like a double-stranded bracelet. This will be one strand, and then we'll do a beaded strand. That's a fun idea. All right, guys, 2 more things to go. So here we got some bead cones, because Debbie knows your girl loves a good cone. Cones and melons, my friends. Cones and melons. Anyway. This is an antique silver basket weave. These are an 18x8. You get 4 of those cones. Lovely. And this was technically the last thing in the box, but I see Debbie added some extras. So guys, we have some bonus items here that I didn't know about. Yay for us. So this looks like a bunch of connectors. So we have some of these, like the infinity links, but they're a little bit fancy. They've got some detail. There's a heart connector. You could do a bracelet. We have some more infinity links with that little detail. Looks like we got a bunch of those. Ooh, look at those flowers. Ooh, these are like chandelier links. Let's pick them out for a second. And then we have a whole handful of these little flower links. You could do just a whole bunch of stuff with those. And then let's look at these guys. Looks like you get 2 pairs. You can either use these as connectors for a necklace, right? You can bring 3 strands to 1, or we can make some really fun chandelier earrings with these. That is the back. So there is a front and a back. That's the back, that's the front. And they're really cool, and that you can connect like 3 things. We can do lots with those, guys. I'm seeing earrings for sure, especially with a lot of these like smaller beads. I'm definitely seeing some earrings here. All right, my friends. Oh my goodness. Here is the collection. It's a lot of metal. Here's the collection. I hope you love it. Guys, just a reminder, if you are watching this right now, this is set to premiere live. I'm not live, but this is set to premiere live on Saturday, March, was that the 7th? Excuse me for one second. I'm sorry. March 8th, I believe, is Saturday. But if you're watching this, it's on Saturday, and it is 12 noon Eastern where you are, then you're watching me live. I will be in the chat. You probably already know that because we're at the end of the video now, but I will be in the chat, and I will hopefully have a link directly to this box. I'll post the link in the chat so you guys can run over. And if you don't have to run over, you can walk if you want, but there is only a run of 35, guys. So there are only 35 collections of this available again. So I want to thank so much the Caldwells for making like a dream come true for this nerd girl here, for this bead fan girl. This is a total dream come true. Guys, if we do good with this run, I hopefully will be curating another one for the fall. That might be our rainbow jasper. That's just maybe a little hint, because I was really enjoying that collection. But so we might still release that one. But until next time, my friends, thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you so much, Steve and Debbie, for always pushing me and for always just allowing me to be myself. And thank you so much for this gift. I don't have words, my friends. Thank you so much. All right, my friends, let me know what you think. Let me know. Be gentle, though. All right, my friends, keep on planting those magical beans. Love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.